Good morning, Chapel family. I have been desiring to send a video out to you for some time, and I thought this week might be a good week to start, as tomorrow, March 1st, the new leadership team takes effect. And we are just so encouraged to see what all God is doing in our midst here. I just want to say, as far as my part goes, I have really thoroughly enjoyed and appreciated and feel privileged to walk alongside you these past almost 10 months now. And so I look forward to seeing what God is going to continue to do in our presence and in our body here. But I just wanted to send a short video of encouragement to you this week, just as a means to let you know that I am praying for you and I am thinking about you all very much, and pray often for you all. We have been so encouraged by the participation in the Faith in Action classes. It's been really good to see the people who've been able to come. The classes have been full, and we've had good discussion and prayer time. And we've been talking about church values and some of the things that you don't necessarily see on the surface, but there's underlying values that drive why we do what we do. And as we move forward, one of the values that I know I want to grow in personally, and I think we all would want to grow in, is this ability to love one another deeply. The next time I preach will be in 1 Peter chapter 4, verses 7 through 11. And there, Peter tells us, above all, love one another deeply. And now that word deeply really changes the meaning of that passage. He could have just said, love one another. And with all the different definitions of love and justification of living our own way, we could live out that passage in a number of ways. But when you add the word deeply to that, it really changes the meaning. It really brings a whole new level of intentionality and self-sacrifice to the idea of loving one another. And so even just this past week, as we were praying together around our tables in the Faith in Action time, I was so encouraged to see people sharing needs and prayer concerns and just doing life together. It was so encouraging to see. And that's something we want to continue to build upon. That participating and doing life and knowing what's going on with each other's lives is something we want to continue to do moving forward. And we're going to continue that in the Faith in Action times. We're going to continue to pray for one another, with one another, as we move forward in those classes. But I just wanted to say I have been so encouraged by your all's participation in that time, and it's just been really good. Let's just keep pushing into what God is doing in our midst. We also remember Jesus' own words in John 13. He calls us to love one another, but he adds to love one another as I have loved you, which again changes the meaning of the passage, because we could love one another in our own way, but to love as Jesus has loved us takes it to a whole new level. It's a whole other worldly, supernatural kind of love that we don't normally experience here. But that's the kind of love that we want to encourage each other in. That's the kind of love that we want to be testifying and witnessing to the world and to our families and neighbors and relatives and those we work with and go to school with. We want to be known by our love, it says in that verse. And I was really encouraged. We had a really awesome opportunity to put that into practice this past week. We had some ladies who were able to come alongside of another lady who was having some medical difficulties and challenges and needed people to stay with her. and some people stepped up, and we were able to fill that need thanks to a couple ladies. So praise God for those unique opportunities. But I just want to encourage you this week, reach out to someone, maybe someone who was at your table this past Sunday. Reach out to them, just touch base, see how their week's going, pray for them, and encourage them as we desire to grow in our ability to love one another deeply. Blessings on your week, and I look forward to being back together on Sunday.